Welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another edition of Where I Went Wrong. And in this edition of Where I Went Wrong, I'll be doing Where I Went Wrong, UFC Fight Night, Rodriguez versus Lemos, or Lemos. And I really didn't go very much wrong anywhere. I went 10 and 1, 10 of 11, pretty solid card, just one fight away from perfect, and that was the main event. So it's gonna be probably the quickest Where I Went Wrong video ever. But yeah, let's get into it. So I only went wrong, one wrong pick, and that was the main event. Um, Marina Rodriguez versus Amanda Lemos. And yeah, I could go and say high confidence was a mistake, making high confidence and this and that. And that. But ultimately, like, what does that really do? What does that really say? My confidence was, I felt was right, and I don't feel like it was. Yeah, I don't feel it was a case of a misplaced confidence. I feel like based off what I saw and based on what I understood, it was good. Like I didn't go crazy and say lock. I went high confidence for a reason, and it didn't pan out. But it is what it is. Like you go high confidence and score, you go low confidence and score. And at the same time, you go there and it don't happen. So when it don't happen, you don't just be like, oh, I was wrong to put it, unless it was so like based on poor research that you put high. And you can say, oh, this happened. That was foreseeable. But I didn't go high confidence because Rodriguez seems to be the better striker. She's better this, better that, better this. I went based off what I saw from Amanda Lemos, and well, from both of them. Lemos, most of her wins had been just, running through lower division fighters. Like she was knocking them out. Then she took a big step up to Jessica Andrade, and it's not like she went in there like, oh, she was out striking her for like, the fight only lasted like 3 minutes. She really landed nothing. Andrade didn't really land nothing. Andrade saw like, let me turn this into a grappling fight. This chick long, she got some power. I don't want to deal with that. She fought her smart. Didn't really take no damage at all. Grappled her, and then got her in a standing choke and tapped her out in a standing choke, which is embarrassing. I know Andrade is as strong as like 3 gorillas, but still an embarrassing way to get tapped out. With like a standing arm triangle or something that she got tapped out with. And then like after that, prior to that, she struggled with Angela Hill. Like Angela Hill is not a bad fighter. And like after this fight, just how good is Angela Hill? Like, cause she fought her to a split decision and was beating her down the stretch. Whereas Marina Rodriguez, who was perceived to be this upper echelon fighter, got stopped in the third. Like, just how good is Angela Hill? It's like nah, but no insult to Angela Hill, but Angela Hill is definitely, we know, is not an upper echelon fighter in that weight class. Not saying skill wise she can be there, but as far as what she has accomplished and what she has shown, she doesn't qualify to be in that upper echelon. And at her age, likely would never be there. If she was started, maybe if she was younger, she could have had a great career. But she started later in life. She did the most she could. She, in actuality, at the age she did, and she performed phenomenally to be able. As a matter of fact, she's still, even at this age, competing with a Lemos who I felt could potentially, especially after this performance, go on to be champ. But this is not an Angela Hill video. This is that video. But nonetheless, given her, how good she's supposed to be, she should have ran through Angela Hill, stopped her in the first round or something like that, or at least a dominant decision at the very least. But a close decision was not that good. Then she went on to get embarrassed by Jessica Andrade. Then after that, she put a lackluster performance against Michelle Waterson, where in reality, in my mind, she wasn't really landing nothing. Michelle Waterson was landing better shots, controlling the pace of the fight. That thing was like a scramble or a takedown, and she got like an armbar. And it was like a lackluster performance there. Like she might look like she was like, might get upset by Michelle Waterson, who's another fighter who's not truly upper echelon. At one point, she was like on the cusp of upper echelon, but that's where she peaked at. She maybe Invicta, she was a champion when you could say the same for Angela Hill. She was an Invicta champion. As far as the UFC, neither of those women really came close to the title picture or being relevant in that title picture. But nonetheless, yeah. So based on that, like, hadn't looked stellar against relevant competition, and then you haven't really looked good beyond like a round and a half or 2 rounds, and this is a 5-round fight. Marina Rodriguez, we know, can go 5 rounds. She can push the pace. She's long. She's lanky. Lemos might be the more technical striker, might be the heavier-handed striker. She might be the more well-rounded fighter, the fighter that could grapple and stuff. But we haven't really seen her that IQ. So like, for my thing, even with the L, like I said, you can't be like, oh, I pick was right. It's wrong. And I could have learned from, which I will. Like that's what the video is. So I learned from my losses. I'm gonna learn from this one and gather the intel I got from this fight to go further. And I guess all in all, high confidence in Marina Rodriguez, but I'll take this fight as a learning intel because I needed to see those things from Lemos. Like I saw in this fight with Lemos versus Marina Rodriguez, she was the more technical striker. She was the heavier handed striker. But we saw her, and actually her output was still not great. That's another thing. Like you could say this and that to that, but her output still was very measured and very low. She didn't fight a very high output fight, so that could still be a concern, maybe depending on who they match her up with. But in this division, like the way it's going, then again, we still don't know. We haven't seen her really go in there with a wrestler yet, a true wrestler like Carla Esparza, how she'll deal with that. I probably would favor her to win, but can't say how she'll do with that. or Tatiana Suarez if she comes back. But we just focus on this one right now. But yeah, as far as this fight, showed good fight IQ. Like first round, she gave it up, trying to go for the takedown, and like, but she knew like Marina Rodriguez can't really do nothing on top of her. Like Marina Rodriguez ain't gonna take her down or hold her down for 3 minutes or really landing effective ground pound. Marina Rodriguez just was able to get probably 30 seconds of like a little bit of ground and pound and a little bit of leg kicking to reverse the takedown, a little bit of ground and pound, and a couple little kicks to the leg. And that, probably edged around where nothing really happened in the first round. Second round, Lemos, measured out a little bit, then set up that takedown, set up that trip like a knee, then a trip from the clinch, then took her back. Because even though the round was edged off of that missed takedown, like that, I guess that reverse takedown attempt, she felt like, yeah, I'm going to go for it again. I'm still the better grappler, still the better wrestler and all that stuff in this fight. I'm going to go for it again. And she was able to control the rest of that round. So she feel like, yes, that lost the round, but there's still 4 more rounds to go. And it's not like with a whole round to go, it's not like Marina Rodriguez could do anything truly effective there. So stat-wise, like statistically-wise, I keep going for takedowns. Eventually, I will be prevalent here. And she didn't give up. She showed composure. She showed good fight IQ. Controlled that whole second round for the most part. Got a nice little 10-9 there. The third round, Marina Rodriguez. Yeah, third round, she gained Marina Rodriguez respect in the grappling department. Now Marina Rodriguez is worrying about more things. Hands are lower. Then she's able to catch up that shot over the top, hurt her, and see blood and swarm on it and capitalize. So good win for Amanda Lemos, and she showed like she can look good beyond the second round. She showed that growth, showed good fight IQ, whether that was her coaching or just all around, they for the smart game plan, stay composed, and were able to capitalize and execute. So good win for Amanda Lemos, and this win answers a lot of questions, and whether they were already there, like to be answered, or whether she made adjustments. They're there now. Like she showed that she could do that against real competition. This is overall, outside of Jessica Andrade, this is by far her best level of competition, and this is one of her best performances. Like clean as obviously say, oh, she stopped that chick in the first round, so that was better, but then she's better or whatnot. But no, I'm gonna say this is her best performance. I'm not trying to say it's not her best performance. I'm just saying clean as sparking someone in 1 second. That's as clean as you can get, or shutting them out completely. That's clean as you get. I'm just talking about overall level of competition and the execution. This is by far her best win. Like when you rate everything, not just like take away the name, take away the value, just how quickly she puts one away or how clean she put away. But when you rate everything, like the level of competition, all that, and you already get the point where I'm going with that. So this is by far her best win. So best cleanest win by far. So yeah, Marina Rodriguez, I feel like this kind of fight kind of cemented her not really been that title picture fighter anymore. Like kind of put her out of the title picture. Like she could be around, probably be a high level gatekeeper or maybe a alternate for a title fight. But this fight asserts Amanda Lemos definitely well within that title picture. And if she continues to evolve or continue to show more of her wrinkles in her game or show more of her facets of her game, she could very much be a problem. I think she is a good problem for Weili Zhang, good problem for Carlos Fires, a good problem for everyone in the division. Like so, she get like I said, she kind of like her star power was looking shaky a little bit. Like she was looking like, maybe this chick ain't who we thought she was. To like, she's showing who we thought she was, and now she's showing some more wrinkles. She's showing some more intelligence, showing some more smart decisions. But good win, I guess. Ultimately, I can't say bad this, bad that, but I'm gonna take this is intel. I'm taking this intel and to go forward with her next fight and Marina Rodriguez next fight, and yeah, to see how it go. But yeah, good performance nonetheless. And that's all I can say. Like she showed that processing that you need to get to that next level, and then truly cement yourself as an upper echelon fighter, and then from there be a title challenger, and then be from there potentially win the title, defend the title. But she showed me what I needed to see from her. Took it in the L, but it's much better. I would have seen that on picking her. But hey, it is what it is, and you can take one L, learn from it, and get like 5 W's. So it is what it is. So good win for Marina Rodriguez. That's the video. Not for Amanda Lemos, not Marina Rodriguez. I took an L there on Marina Rodriguez, but good W there for Amanda Lemos, and that's the video. Again, went 10-1, 10 of 11, and that's the video. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe, and come back for more videos. Peace.